Okay, so we're trying to decide if the numbers 11 and 19 are equivalent mod 3. So if we're talking mod 3, we can put them into a 3-to-1 machine. If you count here, I have 11 dots. Here I have 19 dots. I'm going to go through the explosions and then let's take a look at the results and how we interpret them. So 3-to-1, that means that if we take these three, shift them, they'll become 1. Do the same for these three, they'll become 1. Same for these three. And then we actually don't need to do this if we're just looking at mod 3, but let's go ahead and finish this out. And at this point we can't explode any further. In other words, 11 base 3 would be written 1, 0, 2. Now let's do the same for 19. I'm going to do it pretty quickly here. Okay, when you finish doing your explosions, you should end up with 2 dots here, 1 dot here. Just a quick check. Each dot here is worth 1, 3, 3 squared, which is 9. So each of these dots are worth 9. That would be 9 plus 9 is 18, and 1 is 19. So we do have the correct representation here. If we're going to write this, it would be 2, 0, 1 in base 3. Now when we're looking at whether or not these two numbers are equivalent mod 3, really we're just focusing in on this final box, and we're saying, do we have the same number of dots in that final box? In this case, there's 2 in the rightmost box, and this one has 1 in the rightmost box. So the numbers 11 and 19 are not equivalent mod 3. The other way you could look at this, if you subtract 19 and 11, you would get 8. 3 does not go in evenly to 8, which would also confirm what we found, that these two numbers, 11 and 19, are not equivalent mod 3. Now, notice here I still have 11 like I had before. Here I've now represented 20, and you can explode it if you want. You can put 20 dots in here and go through the explosions. You should end up with this. So instead of 19, I now have 20 down here. Now you'll notice that the rightmost box for 11 has 2 dots, and for 20 also has 2 dots. So this would tell us that 11 and 20 are equivalent mod 3. So all we need to know is the number of dots in that final box. Is it the same? And if so, those two numbers are equivalent in whatever mod we're talking about. If these two numbers are different numbers of dots, then the two numbers are not equivalent. Notice also, using the book method, we could subtract 20 minus 11 to get 9, and 3 does go in evenly to 9, which again confirms that 11 and 20 are equivalent mod 3.